Perfect design, existing. The wizard's meditation here on earth. I'm the lone wolf, and I stand against censorship, the system of the down, and the Antichrist, that which is against the power of the people to sustain this world. I am for building up the identity and existing with full resident regalia over the planet I call home, Earth 2020. I want to become an idol for my people. I demand free speech. On clockwork every day, the opportunity unfolds before us. An infinite possibility is between us and the society. My enemy is those that provide the consumer belief as their feeding trough, not their child, an anti-father, the immaturity that money has made them, and the hypnotic of the elders against making a profit, against raising a child. I fight against the arthritic blockage in their mind, a pathetic excuse, and playing a victim when heroes are needed, when Earth is suffering with obvious signs of torment, a nightmarish season. We need heroes to rise up. The wonder of the universe. The full light in their eyes. I insist upon the health of the garden residency, Earth. I'm against the decay of the image of self. The system of the down puts clown pretenders on us all. Even the dog was chasing his own tail. In the 80s, there was a telepathic conflict. The church fell. A confession, in reality, epidermis, an image of the universe, the ages of man playing out, the rendering disbelief, the encounter of the beginning, the intensity. Purge. From the dark side of the mind, the encryption is broken. Our identity in this universe, or the ideas that our universe came from the Big Bang, something the size of a pea. That creation model is as a vehicle at our dispense. The true romance and the creation model exists around the paradigm of the stallion in the context of the bride. The oppression against the lovers causes a censorship and halts a generation, a different political mind from rising up during a difficult time. The hero is oppressed by finances. I seek production, a simple character portrait, a costume design, full colored lens, contact lens, hair and makeup, a dedicated suit, and then suddenly a character of an enchanted other storyline. For the true encounter, for the romance of America, to defeat the system of the down and the evils, it is to embrace the lover's quest, the romance of the garden, a brave and beautiful performance for the sake of her lifetime, for her enchantment, for her involvement with the garden, a production of a story, producing Hatch, a story about a man opening up a streaming service, a production venture, upper class, developing like a lifestyle that is worth talking about, a think tank environment, intellectuals gathering, performing late night streaming with an unlimited supply of coffee, a genius at work, brainstorming, a character set, mascots, existing as part of the super consciousness of the company and of the story tree is the intensity of day and night, the meditation of productivity. What are we doing in society? What are we saying as an individual? And Hatch is full of stories about a very hopeful existence that hatch the heliosphere eggs, that the star does not destroy us when it is exhausted, but we evolve. This type of magic, it's a different mind of America. Hatch literally sees a different America than what these other old creatures. I literally see a different America than what you guys see. You guys are victims of your own choosing, but do not victimize me.
Like, holy shit. Come on, Scoob. Wait, Scoob. That's a bad way to go, man. Scooby-Doo. Like, Scoob, I'm gonna get you out of there. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, shit, Scoob. Oh, Scoob, what the freaking heck? Scoob, goddamn.
If I didn't have 8 spinal fractures and a broken tail, I'd probably feel.
A set of characters spanning the celebration of the ultra real, like a church dedicated to a new angel of humanity, ornate, backlit by a stained glass window, a shrine meditating on a new individual character set. But the intensity, the severity of this idol offset by some playful characters sharing the same universe, sharing the same world. And so, like a film with life sized robots and a story arc about building a factory, a startup company that is taking the narrative form, speaking about robot, life sized robots, but then actually offering them for sale. And the story follows the nature of the development, the process of getting this thing uh, ready for shipping. But through the course of the documentary of the story, we find the pre orders, the backing, the networking, a social dialogue involving interesting people. For example, like if Elon Musk was encountered in a VR scenario, and we talked to him about like, well, I want to mass produce this robot cage. Like, would you be interested in partnering with me? And that would be like a chapter of a series of films, but it actually concludes in the point where people can actually order an operational interacting robot. It's part of the inspiration of our of life in America. Um, I have a bunch of ideas written down here um, for various TV shows. Um, and I represent a vast group of individuals who have um, a lot to say and a lot of want to be creative. Like we want to be creative, we want to be romantic for the princess, for the beautiful and enchanted uh, goddess of Earth. She's really the one who's suffering with the anxiety of society. She can women has like a full set of powers. She can feel the aching and the longing of the earth, and it's like there's a I'm being halted from raising my son, you know, and it's like there's a confusion uh, that's like paying like doing mental gymnastics in order to allow the delay and censorship of Hatch. It's like the story of my life. It's like I get my interaction with junk DNA is like a consistent thing where humanity, you know, the beginning of creation where it's a big bang the size of a Snow Pea. It's like a vehicle to the true encounter of the garden. Developing a character and maximizing or multiplying what can be done in a day, or in the dimension of the lone wolf, just working on what's in front of him is sort of and it's this emotional thing about connecting with my generation or the influence chapter of my life with humanity, and I can feel the velocity of my company. We need to get away from burning oil. We need to work hard on the climate crisis. Um, there's actual censorship that is against the voice of the children. Greta and the Friday Kids.
Just get
I am the stallion of the American stage. Pea-sized universe is just a vehicle to me. On my enchanted way of romance with sheep. My eternal life. My identity in space and time for all eternity. I do exist. Day and night, a sleepless mechanic, a clockwork man. Creating the perfect sword, creating the perfect helmet. Story and a meditation at the same time. The sequence of what can be done, as the lone wolf is a dimension of time. When we multiply it through production, freedom of speech occurs and awakens a new democracy. An American story, performed and lived by the audience, a shared life experience, a resource, a streaming service. Multiplying my strength and my vision for the future over this canvas, a factory building. We grow into it like a story for every streaming service that expands, operating as a resuscitation of our societal industry. The stories that we share, a lifetime made bright by the daring lone wolf Hatch for president. When we care about her experience, we understand to produce and to earn money and to parent children, to not be afraid of communication, to not suffocate the free voice of the American child, making yourself into what you are not. She can see through you, and she knows the truth. Who would forbid this robot from occurring? Allow free speech, and you will make an earning. Basic capitalism of America, on an industry built let not the insane prove the outcome of the communication industry. Let the myth of the wild run free. Collins Mill, a production story, produced by Trey Parker. For the life of Earth, the universe is vast.